My name is Mark Vick. I'm a person in long-term recovery. For me, that means I haven't used a drink, a drug, or a mind-altering substance since May 27th, 2015. And ever since then, my life is no longer unmanageable, and the rewards of living a clean and sober life have never been greater. You know, there was a lot of things that happened in my life, both personally and professionally, that took me in a direction that at the time I didn't even know it was a direction. It was just kind of life, and I didn't know what life was at a particular at several particular moments, and I kept pursuing professional endeavors, and I was able to accomplish some of those things. For me, the pinnacle of my professional career was in 2005 when I was a staff member at Oakland University, and we made the NCAA tournament by winning our conference championship. Got an opportunity to cut down the necks with my teammates. Got to appear on national television in the March Madness tournament. And be part of a national stage in the basketball world that not too many people get a chance to experience. So I was very fortunate to end up in a position like that. Shortly thereafter, my marriage fell apart. My ex-wife filed for divorce, and I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. And the only thing that I had that was a friend of mine that was with me the whole time was alcohol. For me, there's something that happens when alcohol gets into my system that turns my body and turns my mind into something that I can't control. You know, there's a lot of talk about that on whether, using an alcohol or a substance is a choice or if it's a disease. For me, I'm not sure what the answer is. All I know is that when I pick up a drink, I can't stop. And I think that from the other people that I've heard share similar stories like this, they had the same reaction. Whether it be alcohol, beer, marijuana, pills. You know, a lot of times, it starts with some of those other things, but it always turns to, I want more, I want more. One day, my boss approached me, said that somebody smelled alcohol on my breath while I was at work. I got suspended. Next thing, I'm at a new job, and my drinking was continuing to be a problem. My bosses could see it, and I couldn't make a commitment to stay clean, so we decided to part ways. My family had an intervention with me, tried to explain to me what their feelings were. And I sat there talking to my family with my niece on my lap. And I spoke to my family and I said, I don't want to drink anymore. They urged me to try and go to some meetings, some AA meetings or something, just to get some support. I was kind of in a little bit of it was a really weird time in my life for me. I didn't know where to turn, what to do. I quit for a short period of time. Eventually, I was picked up for a third drunk driving offense. After that, my sister sat me down. We talked about my options, and we talked about it. We talked about going to treatment, maybe going to rehab. I made some phone calls. Sadly, because I had some criminal charges, they wouldn't even let me go to rehab. And at this point, I was kind of at my lowest point. I didn't know where else to go. The only thing that really helped for me was talking to other people who had been through it. Peer-to-peer support is the only way that I've been able to stay sober. And I'm very fortunate that that I'm a person who has a substance use disorder. And I'm very fortunate that I've been able to identify that. I'm very fortunate that I'm alive today. There's many, many other people that we're losing on a daily basis that aren't as fortunate as I am. So my goal is to make sure that people know and spread the word that recovery is possible.